So, welcome to Approach to Food Security, a strategic analysis in Japan. The content is overview of food security and the security instrument use, factor causing food security issues in Japan, and effort and interventions by the Japanese government.
So the first one, we need to know about the overview of food security in Japan. Japan plays a significant role in promoting food security globally through its partnership with FAO, but it faces internal challenges such as limited land, aging farmer, and low wages. To enhance food security, Japan employs various instruments including a food security indicator system, the Kyusoku School Lunch Program for Nutritional Well-being, and international initiative through JICA, alongside sustainable agricultural practices. So here are the instruments that used in Japan's food security, which is desirable dietary pattern or pola pangan harapan, and food balance sheet or neraca bahan pangan. In desirable dietary pattern is a guideline that directs people to consume healthy and nutritious food, focusing on the quality and diversity of the food. The Kyusoku program, which is a school lunch program in Japan, reflects pola pangan harapan by providing nutritious food and education about healthy eating to students. The program aims to raise awareness of the importance of nutritious and to form good eating habits. While the food balance sheet or neraca bahan pangan is used to analyze the availability and distribution of food in Japan, including data on production, consumption, and the trade. The NBM shows that the country has a significant dependence on import with a food self-sufficiency ratio of around 40% since the mid-1990s. This reflects the need to effectively monitor and manage food supplies.
Okay, next we talk about factors causing food security issues in Japan. The first one is economic condition and growth. The highest cost of agricultural production, including wage and inputs, pose a challenge for local farmers in competing with imported products. The second one is demographic. A decline in the number of young farmers and an aging population result in a reduced labor force in the agricultural sector, which impact productivity, food security. The third one is environment and natural resource. Climate change affect weather patterns and agricultural yields, which can disrupt food production. Japan faces challenges such as floods and drought that can affect crop yields. Next is technology and innovation. The use of modern technologies such as precision agriculture and biotechnology can improve agricultural efficiency and productivity. However, the adoption of these technologies still face challenge, including cost and technical know-how. And the last one is public consumption. Global market instability and food crisis may affect the food price and availability in Japan.
As a country with limited agricultural land and a low self-sufficiency ratio, Japan has implemented a range of strategies to strengthen its food system. The first one is a policy framework for strengthening food security in 2022. In 2022, the Japanese government launched a policy framework for strengthening food security. This policy explicitly aims to reduce reliance on imported food, which is significant as around 60% of Japanese food consumption depends on imports. To address this, the government promotes increase the domestic production of key commodities such as wheat, soybeans, straw, wheat, grains, and fertilizer input. The second one is the Measure strategy. Measures for achievement of decarbonization and resilience with innovation was introduced in 2021. This medium to long-term plan target net zero carbon dioxide emissions in the agricultural sectors by 2050. It also seeks to reduce pesticide and chemical fertilizer use and expand the organic farming. Technological innovation and research are key pillars of this strategy. Next is revision of the Food and Agricultural Law. In response to global instability, Japan revised its basic law on food, agriculture, and rural areas in 2024. This revision elevates food security as a national priority. It promotes the domestic production, encourages sustainable agricultural practices, improves land management efficiency, and preserves rural communities to ensure a continued agricultural productivity. Increasing the domestic production. One of Japan's main challenges is low self-sufficiency in essential commodities like wheat and soybeans. To address this, the government provides support in the form of subsidies, research into superior crop varieties, and training for farmers. The goal is to gradually increase the domestic production and reduce dependence on imports. And then promotion of local food consumption. Beyond the production, Japan also promotes local food consumption through nutritional education in school and campaigns encouraging seasonal and locally sourced food. This initiative supports local farmers and raises consumer awareness of the importance of sustainable food system. And then the climate resilient innovation. To address this, Japan is developing crop varieties that are more resilient to high temperatures, but particularly for rice. And then the goal is to maintain crop yield and quality amid rising temperatures and extreme weather events. The eighth is revised rice reserve stock policy in 2024. In Japan, it's revised the policy on government-held rice stock release. Previously, the stock were released only in cases of crop failure due to the natural disasters such as when it's rainy. And now they can also release in response to distribution disruptions. This change also allows the government to better stabilize prices and maintain supply. And then in number 8, the Sokiku National Food and Nutrition Education Program. Japan has a national food education program called Sokiku. The program aims to increase nutrition literacy, promote health eating habits from an early age, and foster application for food production process. The Sokiku is implemented in school and community programs as part of Japan's long-term efforts to ensure the nutritional well-being. And then we have financial support and safety net for farmers. To ensure the sustainability of its program sectors, Japan provides various forms of support, including the subsidies, disaster relief funds, and income protection programs for the farmers. This is essential for maintaining motivation among farmers, especially when given the economic pressure and the climate risks they face. The last is the food loss and waste reduction. Japan also committed to reducing the food waste. The government implements the policies and public campaigns to minimize the food loss and waste throughout the supply chain from the production and distribution to household. And in conclusion, Japan has developed the comprehensive approach to addressing the food security challenges. Its strategies encompass the production, distribution, and consumption, environmental sustainability, education, and global collaboration. However, like all public policies, the effectiveness of these efforts must be continuously monitored and evaluated over time.
Next up is the feedback and solution from us for Japan's effort for its country's food security. First is increasing domestic production. Japan's food self-sufficiency is low at around 40% since the mid-1990s, making the country reliant on food import. The agriculture sector in Japan is shrinking due to limited arable land, low wages, and an aging farming population. Additionally, the number of agricultural workers is decreasing, with fewer young people choosing this career path. The potential solution is incorporating new technologies to increase self-sufficiency, implementing innovative policies to attract new farmers and revitalize agricultural areas, and also promoting strategic grouping like organic cluster to utilize vacant land. And for the Kyosoku program or National Nutrition Education, is generally successful in providing nutritious meal and nutrition education in school, but some points still need a feedback, such as broadening approaches to include family and others. This is important so that eating habit taught and practiced in school through free meal programs can be supported and continued in family and communities. And also, Japan still need periodic evaluation and program adjustment to measure the impact of the free meal programs on students' eating and behavior. The program can identify strength and weakness and make adjustment as needed.
So this reference we use for this PPT, and thank you for your attention.